Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is Pamela Marie Edmunds, and this is Love Never Dies radio show, being broadcast here from Sedona, Arizona, with the beautiful, energetic, I need to say, Red Rocks. And tonight, I just want to let people know if they didn't catch wind or didn't get to read it, I am going to be next week will be my last show. I'm putting it on hiatus. It may be an indefinite hiatus. I'm not sure. Just little signs, things keep coming, it's like, okay, it's time, take a break, Pamela, take a break. And for any of you who have known me from the past, my previous radio show, I would do the show for a while at one venue. I'd take a break, find a new place to put the show, and do it again. So it's a process, okay? And to be doing this regularly every week, for those of you who don't know, there is a lot of work involved, okay? There is a lot of work involved. But I'm glad to see everybody who's here. I want to say welcome to Karen, who showed up. And I know Karen, Massachusetts or New Hampshire, which is correct?
Massachusetts.
Okay, all right. And all right. And those of you who are on here, I like to request that people mute. Do you know how to mute everybody? It's in the far left corner. And because when I start doing messages, tonight is going to be messages of love from heaven. And there may be other people showing up because I know there were other people interested, and I did let people know this was the last time I was going to be doing this event that I'm aware of. Right? Okay. And when you work with spirit, you don't always know. You have no clue. And I know I've got a couple mediums here smirking, and that's great. Karen, I believe you're a medium too now. I know Barney is a medium. I also want to say several of all the other people who are here, I'm going to say have mediumship qualities, okay? And they understand, strong intuition, etc. So tonight is going to be messages of love from heaven. Yes, I'm going to be recording this. And if you here we go. I'm talking too fast. If you haven't had a chance to go to my YouTube channel, there's a lot of wonderful recorded shows there. Some of them like this, others with guests on various topics. And something Barney might be interested in. I know Karen would be interested in too. A few weeks ago, did a show with someone called Reverend Lorraine Radice. And she's been sitting to do physical phenomenon for a number of years. And I know several people who are here right now who were on the show, who got to experience it. She's a fast talker, a little bit like me too, but she shared about a lot of her experiences. And then, now she was on the road when she did the show, okay? She was up, she was up in Rochester, New York, and she's another Massachusetts person. She brought out this big picture of the Fox sisters. And for those of you who are spiritualists, you know who the Fox sisters are. And she did some prayer and put it out for some sort of movement to occur on the picture. We had to take a little bit of patience, but we did start seeing some movement of the picture of the people present in it. So it was a very interesting show. And what I want to say is physical mediumship is possible. So her recording is on my page, my YouTube channel, with a number of others. Some signs from our loved ones, me doing mediumship, me talking about experiences or talking about how everybody is a medium. The list goes on. I believe there's about 40 now. We're going to be 41 or 42. 40 recorded shows on there, okay? Plus something else that Spirit's been guiding me to do is to do more channeling. I'm preferring to call it channeling because I feel like it's a term that people are more open to hear. I still go into a trance state. And yes, I am calling it at times for those who want to acknowledge it as trance mediumship. But there's some wonderful beings that are coming through with some nice messages. Ascended masters, some of the saints. People like this. Got a message from Harry Houdini. His reason for speaking was to talk about him being in the ego and encouraging spiritual journey to stay out of the ego and to progress to that higher plane. So that had Arthur Ford, who was a prominent medium. I believe he crossed over back in the year of 1970, and he did trance work. He talks about trance and the experience of trance, and he had a guide who worked with him by the name of Fletcher. So he's on there. One of my favorites, and I need to share, who's been around me now for a good 7 years, 8, maybe even a few more than that, is Arthur Conan Doyle. And for those of you who know the name, you may know him from the series of books. And I'm drawing a blank of the name. Oh, geez. Detective. You know what? When I start working with spirit, I'm over here and I have trouble going back to my memory sometimes, guys. All right. But he was a great author. He also authored a number of spiritual books and gotten involved in psychical research organizations. And he's also on there because he's been coming through, and he's about helping any of us who are working with trance. He's also about helping anybody who is working and progressing towards physical phenomenon. Okay, so thank you, Lori. Sherlock Holmes, thank you, dear. That's what happens. And that, you know what I want to say, that really just shows how much I am connected when I'm working with spirit, and that I'm connected in that energy. So if you get a chance, please check all that out. It is Pamela Marie Edmunds is the title for my YouTube channel. Right now I've got, I think, 80 subscribers, which means if you subscribe, you get notified of upcoming new recordings. Okay. When I make it to 100, YouTube will let me put my name on the URL, which will make it easier for people to find it. Okay. All right. Well, I want to say welcome to Lori. Great to see you, hon. So tonight, as I was saying, I'm just going to do tonight's show and then next week's show. So, and I did have a request from one person saying that you didn't need a reading. And I was thinking about that, and she said, she commented that, she said, I enjoy watching you give readings to other people. Well, once I start doing readings, I have no control of who I'm going to. Spirit is guiding me to each one of you, okay? And if we have a group like this here, stays like this, or if we get a few more, I will definitely be able to go to everyone here, okay? All right. So I still want to let people know that if you want to get in touch with me, I do I'm doing channel messages now with a lot of the group that they're calling themselves the wise ones. I'm also doing mediumship. All of that stuff is available on my website, PamelaMarieEdmunds.com. And there's going to be some more changes coming here. I'm just trusting it. So anyway, and you know what? I want to start here with a message. I want to go to an old friend here, Barney, and because you've been patiently waiting here, and I know that you were going to show up for something else before, and there was some sort of conflict, but that always happens. Spirit sets things up, don't they, Barney?
Yes.
And I want to just say, and this is something I already know, and so this is no test for me. I know you have a daughter in spirit, okay?
Right.
I don't know her name, but I want to say to you, she has been around you a lot very recently, okay?
Okay.
It's like she's looking after you, is what I want to say. She's looking after you. But I also feel there is something to do with this time right now that was important or conducive to her. Whether the summer, she adored the summer, but also I'm feeling it's a birth date or a crossing date here.
The 20th of June was her birth date. Sorry.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. That's real close, okay? And I want to say to you that she's got a blend of you and your wife in the way of her features.
I would say.
Okay. I also want to say, because I do know, okay, I know you obviously. I know you've got a unique sense of humor. I'm feeling like she also had a unique sense of humor too. Okay.
Yes.
And this time of the year, if she was near water, it's like she's wading in the water, is what I want to say. I'm feeling like if she's wearing a pair of pants, she's pulled them up so that she can just wade in the water. And it's not necessary for her to go all the way in, is what I'm getting. She got a lot from just doing the wading. You're a wader too, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'm a water sign. I love water.
But you're a wader. You understand the concept, wader. And it's like, it's not necessary to go all the way in and immerse yourself as long as you got them feet in the water. And from my experience, what you're doing is you're pulling toxins out of your body.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. She's also extremely fond of the dogs. And this time she's around the dogs. I know you've got several pets, but I want to go the different dogs over the years.
Okay.
Okay. You understand the concept of a child having an imaginary friend, okay?
Of course.
What about a dog having a friend, a feline friend that shows up with them? Okay.
Why not?
All right. The dog that you have, there's one dog now, right?
Right.
Is very sensitive and does feel spirit energy when it comes around it. Okay. All right. This is what I'm hearing from your daughter. But I'm also hearing from her that she wishes she was there with the two of you because there's some other sort of celebration going on right now.
Celebration going on right now.
You and her mom are doing some sort of celebrating. It's not the 4th of July. It's some sort of a celebration related to your relationship, is what I'm getting. If it's not, when did you meet? Go ahead.
We had a 40th wedding anniversary last November, end of November.
Yeah, beyond that, though, is what I'm feeling. Can I say she's telling me you're taking your relationship to another level, is what she's telling me.
Yes.
There's a deeper sense of intimacy that's going on between the two of you. And that, yes, and that she's so grateful for it because she loves you both dearly. I've got chills up and down my legs as I'm talking. Okay. Good. And what I want to tell you is that she says, yeah, I'm on the other side, but you guys can chime into me any minute you want. She says, I'm there for your love. I'm there to give you the love. And she says, she's talking to mom and she's wanting to tell mom that you've been really creative, doing a lot of creative things, she says. You understanding, Barbara? Creativity? There's a lot of creativeness around you she's talking about.
No, gardening probably and lawn work and.
Okay. But it's giving you It's lifting your energy up. It's
Yep.
raising your vibration is what she's talking about, okay?
Right.
And she's wanting to say to you, Barney, that yes, you've had some quality downtime, but it's also lifting you up and giving you a more of a perspective on what's going on in and around your life right now.
Absolutely.
A deeper,
Yes.
deeper knowing, okay?
Yep.
I could keep going with her, all right? But I want to tell you, she's here. She wants to give you a great big hug. And whatever her hair was looked like before she crossed, she says, I've changed it, so you don't have to worry about it. There's something about her hair that was not conducive to you.
liking.
It was to her liking, but not to yours. You follow
No,
me?
opposite.
The other
Just
way
the
around?
opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you understand that, okay? And she says she is with her grandparents, and she is so thrilled to be with them and that they're all well and safe too.
Oh, good.
I'm going to leave that with you both. Real quick, I feel like she could give you both messages, not messages like I'm doing, more, and you two more in an altered state and you writing them out.
Okay.
Kind of like a channel, more of a channel or trance. Okay, gonna leave you there. Thank you for working with me, and I want to thank her for coming in. She's a
Thank you.
gem.
Thank you.
She's a gem, guys. She really is. Where am I going here? Hang on. Karen, how are you, dear?
I'm very well, thank
Good.
you.
Good. It's a long time since I've seen you. And are you still affiliated with one of the churches?
Yes,
Which one, dear?
Lorraine's Church in Burlington,
Which is the
Church of Spiritual Growth.
okay. Awesome. And what I want to say to you is I'm feeling like I've got a fatherly figure that's stepping in and around you, okay? And I feel like he's a bit of a practical joker at times, okay?
Yep.
But I also feel he was a very strong advocate for you to keep pursuing whatever you felt was important for you in your life, okay? Do you understand that?
No.
Okay, you don't. I'm going to come back to that because I want to give evidence first about who he is. He had difficulty swallowing before his crossing.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm drawn to his whole upper torso. I feel like there's some major dysfunction, but major pain in this whole upper area. Okay?
Yep.
All right. I'm also feeling like his mind is in and it's out. His mind is in and it's out. It's almost like he was preparing to cross. You could tell he was getting ready to cross over because he was here 1 minute and gone the next. Okay? Yep. All right. He's a very, I'm going to go back to strong supporter to you. And he wants you to keep following your spiritual dreams. Okay? No, he wasn't very spiritual when he was here. Not in the way that we see it,
Right.
but I do feel like the outdoors was a good pick-me-up for him. Okay? All right? Yeah. He also was a smoker before he crossed, wasn't he? He
had smoked.
Well, I'm feeling like it was part of what was his demise, his physical body's demise, okay? Even though he wasn't still smoking, it had affected him very deeply. You understand me? Okay.
Yes.
And some issues with his feet and his ankle area, some sort of swelling going on.
That part I don't know.
Okay. You're going to have, if he's bedridden, there's a possibility that's where it's tied. No? Okay. Okay. All right. And he was he wore glasses and totally different type and shape than what I've gone on here. Yes. I do feel like there's resemblance within your eyes and your nose to him. Okay. Yeah. All right. He says right now you're running a search. Can I say that? That makes sense? You're searching for what's the next step.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step?
Yeah.
He says, sit and be quiet, and it comes to you.
Yeah.
Close your mouth. He used to, you were a little bit of a talker when you were a kid, weren't you?
I tried to be.
I'm feeling like you're a little bit of a jabberjaws is what and I hope you're okay with the term I'm going. That's what I'm getting from him. And him asking you to shh, shh, shh. But now it's like he wants you to quiet yourself, yes, but to receive the answers that you're seeking right now. What I'm feeling is like you're at a bit of a crossroads, and a lot of it's spiritual, but it's also physical. And I want to say it's as if you're feeling like you got to go this way, but it's not quite ready yet. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it is all in process, and Spirit's got the roadmap there for you.
Right.
All right. And to keep doing whatever you're doing in regards to helping other people. It is not just with your mediumship skills. You're helping other people in many, many other ways. Very important. Okay. Extremely important. Awesome. And I'm going to leave you there. All right.
Thank you.
That's well, Father's Day wasn't too far away. I'm not. There's another date that he's talking is important within the family too. It's interesting. They're all talking about dates tonight. So anyway, thank you for being here, and I hope you hang around to
My
listen.
mother's birthday coming up.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Great, great. Lori, dear. Hello. Hello.
Hello, love.
Hi, good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Okay. All right. The tall one's coming in. Okay. Coming in with some practical jokes, coming in with a great big smile, because he says, even though you're smiling right now, he says, you're kind of forcing it at times recently. You're not really feeling like smiling. All right.
Right.
Are you understanding this? I do feel like this gentleman had a lot of, I'm going to say, mixed up stuff going on in his head. Okay. He was confused. His head was hurting. There was an imbalance is what I want to call it. Okay. Okay. And he crossed, I feel like he had already gone to sleep, had been to sleep for a while, and had already crossed over. Do you understand how I'm explaining that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this gentleman is and I already know who this is, but I need to give details. I need to give details.
I know.
Right. What I want to say is he was one of the best things that ever happened to you.
Yes.
And it's interesting, we've got several children showing up. I know this is your son, and I also know I've already worked with the daughter of the Thomases here, okay? He's telling me to tell you, you need more time for yourself.
Yeah.
He says, everybody's taking up your space. And I want to use it that way, the exact way I just said it, your space. Okay?
Yep.
And for you, he says, take some time and walk away. Do whatever you need to do to still take care of what you've been taking care of, but take some time to walk away and do whatever brings you joy. Okay?
Yes.
And this is something, now he could be very joyful. That's why he's chosen to come in, because he says, Mom, I don't like it when you're sad. I don't like it when you're blue. He says, you're still pretending. You're still pretending. Stop pretending. Okay. You feel him as I'm talking?
Yes.
You know he's present. And I almost feel like, tell him when you're going to walk away, he's going to grab your hand and walk with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
He loves you that much, dear. Okay?
That I know.
He says, you cannot do it all by yourself. Right? He's also singing. Did he like to sing?
No, but he loved music.
Okay, okay. But I feel like he's doing to help lift your spirits, okay? Lift your spirits, okay?
Okay.
And he says, pull out some of those old records. You got old records around, don't you?
Yeah.
Pull out some of those favorites.
Yeah, because I just love embarrassing the kids when I hear a good song come on because I don't care where I am.
And you're talking the grandkids mostly.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, if I can still embarrass my daughter, I do that too.
Well, I know you have some very interesting relationships there.
Oh,
And-
yes.
Yes. But this son of yours is coming in and he says, I've been watching you. I knew I needed to come in and set you straight, he says.
I've heard him a lot lately. A lot.
Good. But he's trying to set you straight for you to take care of you. He says, yes, you've always taken care of other people, but right now you're overdoing it, he says.
Yeah, I'm getting the pointers on that one too.
Okay, all right. Big hug from this guy, and he's bending over to reach you.
Well, he would have to, because I would always have to say, come down here.
How tall was he, dear?
He was 6'8".
6'8". Okay. And
And
you're
I'm
a
only,
little,
and at that time I was 5'2", but I've shrunk almost 2 inches. So
okay.
a big difference.
All right. But he's a teddy bear. He's
He
here
is.
for you. Lots of love. Thank him for coming in. Okay. Wonderful.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yep. Sherry, I want your attention, sweetheart. May I bring a reading to you, message to you? I know you requested you didn't need one, but I feel like you do need one. Okay.
Mhm.
I do feel your husband. He's coming up behind you. I know there's a picture that you use on the profile page where the two of you are head to head, side by side. That's what I'm feeling. It's like he's right next to you. Okay. He's right next to you. And he's talking too in the realms of what the message Lori just received. You feeling downtrodden, you feeling a bit depressed, should I say? Are you with me?
Yeah.
And he says he wants to see your smile a little more often. He understands you're still grieving his loss. But he wants you to do whatever efforts you can to lift yourself up a bit, okay?
Mhm.
And he's saying you could use lots of hugs. He wishes he was there to give you some great big hugs. And he says, you know what? The people you're around, you can ask for hugs. There's some of them that you can ask for a hug. I could use a hug. Tell them you need a hug. Even if it leads to you crying, all right?
Uh-huh.
Your husband, he got a hat he used to wear when he would go outdoors.
Yeah,
No?
if he was gonna be out for a while.
Okay, especially with the sun, okay? But I'm also getting, there's a smirk on his face. Do you understand a smirk? I'm feeling like there's something about a smirk that he would have when he saw you. Can I say, maybe having a challenge, he would tease you,
Mm.
okay? But right now he's smirking because he could get you to laugh when he would smirk. You get it?
Yeah.
He could get you to laugh when he smirked. And he says, I'm right there. I'm not leaving. Not until you get through this. Okay? And he's also talking about you picking up some of the dogs. There's a dog. I know there's a couple dogs around you. Picking them up and cuddling them. And giving some of that sadness to them. All right?
Okay.
He's right there. I can hear his voice talking in my ear. He's saying, I love you. I'm not leaving you. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to help you get through this. And he says, yes, I know you miss me. I miss touching you too. This is someone who would have done anything he could have for you, right?
Yeah.
He's not leaving. When you think you're alone, you're totally wrong. He's right there. He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right. And I know he's a dear. He's got a huge, huge heart for you. And I know you do too for him. And I need to say some crying is good to get it out. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Crying is good. Get it out. But then find something to bring your smile out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got some wonderful family members who are there to support you. I do feel you've got a couple, you've got a few friends are there to support you, but you need to tell them how you're feeling, what's going on. And you know what? Grieving is for as long as you need to do it. Anybody here who's listening right now knows that. So you're going to get nods all over the place. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to send you a great big hug to you from Sedona down to Tucson, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Spirit wanted you to hear from him. He wanted to address, he knew you were trying to hide out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a smirk on his face, all right? Okay, lots of love and kisses from him.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sherry. I'm glad he came through. Awesome. Yeah, and let's send Sherry some love. I know he's only been gone since last year sometime. Okay. Judy, I'm going to do something a little different with you. Okay? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I can.
The Boo, the wonderful picture behind you.
My baby.
And I know you put it there because you do feel him all the time.
All the time.
And I know you feel him just like a lot of the others who are present here tonight. And he says, when you're feeling, I'm going to say the worst, he's right there cuddled with you. Because you've been going through some healing yourself, right? And he is very, very aware of it and wants to help you through it. Anybody who's got an animal knows how healing an animal can be, right?
Yeah.
Extremely. And I want to say, you sometimes hear him bark, don't you?
I feel him bark. I feel
Okay.
him bark.
Okay. Close enough. All right. We get yeah, close enough.
But I hear him breathe, pant. I feel him against my body. I can even smell him. So it's he was not a big barker, but
Well, I'm feeling like you're hearing him talk. He's a talker. He's a talker then, okay? What I want to say to you is that he's your lifeline. Everybody has some sort of a loved one on the other side who's there to assist him. Boo is your loved one.
yeah, he's
Okay.
my boy.
He had issues with his diet before he crossed over.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I want to say, I feel like I feel at least one, maybe two of his organs were shutting down. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, totally, yes.
Okay. And it's almost like he couldn't lift his head up.
Oh,
And-
I held his head. I held his head up. I held his head up.
Okay. But what I'm getting from him is, he's healthy, but he also knows that you truly need him. And you having his picture there every time we ever connect. You've been one of my faithfuls here. I mean, he's right with you. He's right with you with tremendous love for you. Him washing your face.
Licks, yeah.
Yeah. Kisses.
Oh, lots of
Doggy kisses, right?
kisses. He even hugged. He hugged me. Yeah.
Right. And he's talking about you going through a process right now where you're debating on whether you're connecting with the right medical team or not. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
I just had
All
a
right.
accident.
And he says, you know what's right for you. And he's telling you to follow whatever that means. Because I am feeling like you're gonna make some changes, but they're gonna be some good changes. Okay.
Okay. I
All
trust.
right.
I trust.
And yep, and he's right there helping you.
Okay. My
Okay.
daughters
I
will
said
love
I was gonna do something a little different, so I wasn't quite sure.
I love
Pardon?
that.
That's some help for you. Good, good. And thank you for being here. Great, wonderful. All right, what have I got? Just one more person, is that it? Blessed Terry, wonderful Terry in the corner here. Actually, she's in my corner, okay? She may be in a different spot on the screen for you. Terry, will you unmute, please? And I have got everybody else, yes, okay. How are you, dear?
I'm great, thanks.
Great, I'm glad you're here, sweetheart. You've got a lot of similar features to your mom, don't you, dear?
I think Sherry has more and I have them for my dad.
Okay, okay. All right. Then, may I say your maturing is like mom. The way your face is changing and your maturing is like mom's did. Do you comprehend that? Does that make more sense to you? Thank you. Okay. If I'm sensing something, I'm not going to rule it out because usually it's about me turning it around or something of that nature. Okay. All right. She's telling me that you've been talking to her. Okay. You've been asking for her help in a number of areas of your life right now. And what I'm feeling like when she was here, she would have been a good go-to for you. All right. Someone to go to get some insight on different things, but also to listen. Right. Okay. 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 Keep talking about her a little bit. She had some sort of cancerous issues in her upper body. Thank you. Difficulty breathing, excess weight loss, right?
Yes.
And difficulty swallowing and eating the kind of food you and I, regular food like we would eat. Okay. And I do feel she was in and out of it, so to speak, as far as being conscious and not conscious. You understand me? Okay. Okay. She wanted me to give, it's like, prove who I am, proof of who I am. Something about her handwriting. There's a similarity with your handwriting. If you pull out a card or something with her that's written on, there's a similarity between the two of yours writing, the way you wrote. Okay. The signature is what I'm getting. And what she's telling me here right now is you've got some writing to do. You've got a story to write. Do you understand that? And she wants to help you with it. Okay. And she says it's all up here, but she says you got to get it out down on paper or on a computer. Get it out. She says once you get started with it, it's going to start flowing through you. Okay. And it's a story that you need to share with other people, she says. I hope you get this. This
Yes,
is
yes.
good.
Well,
good.
we joked that I wanted to be a writer, and my my father said that.
We just lost your face. You just
Yeah,
disappeared.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Sorry. I got a phone call. Said that my mother and dad must have been. My mom must have been reading when I was conceived because I wanted to be a writer, and my dad said, "No, honey, you'll starve." And the joke was, at least I'd been skinny. That if I was a writer and starving, I'd be thin. So yes, I do, because that's really what I wanted to do.
Okay, you can still do it. And what I'm feeling like is you've got some time that you've freed up in your life somewhere, or you can put some space in your life to put this in. Okay. I'm also feeling there's something else in regards to you doing some work with children. Okay. Helping children in some way. I mean, that could be a financial contribution, who knows what, but something there's something about children that you really want to do, and I feel like you can really shine with that. That's what Mom's talking about. Okay. Mom says that you still go to wherever her gravesite is. Is that right?
No, married. No, because she's buried in Pennsylvania.
Okay. All right. Then there's a memorial you have to her in your home, or something that you connect with her. A picture, something that you memorialized her from. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What she says, I'm not there. I'm wherever you want me to be. Okay. I'm wherever you want me to be. And you almost got in an accident today. Is that right? A car get in your way, or wouldn't get out of your way?
No, but you know what, though? I always said I had an army of guardian angels as much as I'm on the road. So, there's lots of times when I should have been, and I thought, oh, thank you, angels.
Okay. Then within today or yesterday, very recently, you almost got in an accident. Mom was right there with you.
Oh, you know what we did on Monday? We were coming back from the mountains, and we almost was part of a big collision. That's right on.
She was right there with you. Okay. And she knew it wasn't your time. She says, and maybe even the angels, you talking about the angels is important to share with other people. So anyway, but I'm going to give you lots of love from Mom. Okay.
Thank you.
And she's grateful for all that you're doing to help others. She says, but there's still more that you can be doing, and you know that, and you want to. Okay. Big hugs from
thank you.
Mom. Big hugs.
Thanks.
Did I get everybody? I think I did. Has anybody got any comments or anything else they would like to share within the group here?
I do.
Sure.
As I was sitting here, I was getting tremendous healing to each and every one of you here.
That's nice.
The healing energy was very strong, and it was with much love and gratitude to each and every one of you for all that you do for others. And I just want you to all know that.
And I do want to acknowledge to you, Karen, that everybody here, I feel is some sort of a giver and does assist and help other people. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You
Anything else, or a comment in regards to their message or anything? We just have a few more minutes. I'm not feeling closed down. I feel like there's something else here. Sherry, are you feeling better, sweetheart? You feeling a little better?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you.
All right.
It's just a
And
hard week.
Sherry, I think you should share with what the last time with the reading, with the ring and the bracelet, share with everybody the last, a couple. Do you want me to do it?
Mhm.
Okay, the last time you were doing readings,
Okay.
Sherry had gone out, and before she did it, she was walking the
In
dog.
April, Terry.
Huh?
It was in April, remember?
Okay, it was in April. So she comes in and she gets the dog situated, and she goes back to her room, and I'm out in the living room. Well, after after the session, we came out and she's crying. She said, "You are not going to believe this. Well, you were giving a reading to somebody else and it was the last one. And then you asked that individual that there's something about a ring that you had made, or a ring that you made for the both of you." And she, "No, I don't know anything about that." Then she said, "And a bracelet. I have something about a bracelet." And then she said, "No." And then you said, "Okay, well, maybe it was meant for somebody else." While Sherry was walking the dog, she was talking to Manny. "Okay, if you're beside me, you need to come in and let me know about, and mention the ring." And here you mention the ring. And it was the last reading of the day. It was almost like Manny was saying, "Oh, no, 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 you got to mention the ring." And then she said Manny had like a railroad type track bracelet. And I didn't even know this. She puts it on whenever you're going to do the reading. And then he mentioned the bracelet. He said, "Okay, maybe the bracelet." So I could just see Manny saying, "Okay, you mentioned the ring, but I want her to know also that I know she has my bracelet on." It was astounding on what you had said. And when you were saying about the smirks, I spent a lot of time with Manny and he would joke, but I wouldn't know if he was joking. And then I would say, "Sherry, is he mad?" And she would say no. And then he would put that little smirk on his face. So I would know that he was just joking, but I didn't see it as joking. So you were really right on with those.
Thank you. And Manny is Sherry's dear honey. And he's been gone since what, November? Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome. So anyway, I guess unless somebody else has something to share, I'm going to say thank you to Barbara for showing up. It's great to see you, Barbara. It's been a while.
Good to
And
see you.
yep, and Barbara and Barney, for people don't realize, they're originally from Connecticut, and Barney was a former pastor there and still is a reverend. Yep, pastor of a church there. And I believe, Barbara, you're also a medium. Am I correct? I've not experienced your work, but they both are. So they're amongst the field. And I know, and Karen, who spoke to, is also a medium. But and of course, Lori talking. She's a medium in what's in training. So
A medium in training, MIT.
Yep. And her dear beloved son is helping her, and all the others here are also very mediumistic. So I want to thank all the wonderful beings who came in, our loved ones, our friends, our family, our pets, for this wonderful opportunity here. And I will miss doing this. I may be doing this in another way. I don't know. Go ahead, Judy. What?
I'll miss you. We'll miss this.
Thank you. Because and so Barbara and Barney, this is something I've done monthly, and often we have more people than this, but it's like, hey, everybody's here who's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
and right. And as I said, this is recorded, and this will be put on my YouTube channel, where there's lots more other shows from this here, not just this, but other guests, and some very interesting guests. And so blessings to everybody, big hugs all around. Know that there's still people struggling right now. Let's send them some good thoughts and some prayer and some love, and that all our loved ones, whether they are furry or they're human form, they're all with us. They're not far away. And because we're all sensitive, we know they're there with us, and they want the best for us. They really truly want the best for us. So God bless everyone. Next week I will remind, just in case, I've got Leslie Sampson. She's a medium from Massachusetts, and she's going to share about her experience with a twin flame. And her book is called Finding Your Twin Flame. Her twin flame, by the way, is on the spirit side of life. So it'll be an interesting story.
Well,
So,
didn't you say Sherry and her husband were twin flames?
well, that's what came up before. Yeah. So hopefully Sherry's going to show up and listen if she wants to, right? Okay. Take care, everybody. God bless. Big hugs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless.
God
Thank you.
bless.
Bye-bye.
Take
You're
care.
Thank
welcome.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right,
Bye.
Take care.